We are live now for our featured matchup between the Meeteetse Lady Longhorns and the Cody Phillies. Cody's traveled 30 miles tonight to come down and see what they can do against our Lady Longhorns. Starting lineups are in place. National anthem has been sung, and here we go.
And I will also add that starting lineups were announced by Brandon Robbins, new third grade teacher for Meeteetse, and he has some voice talent.
He does have some voice talent, Jay. And it looks like we've got our first substitution. Regina Gee has gone to the bench already, and in for her is number 8, Ashley Nieders. Nieders playing libero. Haley Sessions up to serve, drives it long and deep.
Free ball over to the Longhorns, picked up by May.
Sessions.
Back row hit by Sessions, just a little outside.
Big hit by May, but just a little long. Hinsey now to serve. Little unusual, she's way outside. Nice serve. Lewis eats that one up. There's Schlenker.
Back row hit.
Hansen.
They're going to try and play that one off the ceiling. No Longhorn there.
Schlenker got a hold of it, but when it comes off those rafters up above, it becomes a problem. That ball does crazy things.
Longhorns suddenly find themselves down by 2. Another good serve by Hinsey.
Sessions tries to bring that ball back to the middle, just out of the reach of Ashton Abar. And Lady Longhorns down by 3. Here comes Hinsey again.
Picked up by Lewis. Clear to the ceiling. Coach wants a timeout.
Very effective serve by Hinsey out of the box, and she's given the Phillies a 4-0 lead. This is the Phillies JV. They've come down to play us. They are a 3A school. That is why their JV plays our varsity. It's always nice to have that crosstown matchup, though. A lot of these girls know each other, so it's always fun to try to beat somebody you know.
Absolutely. Phillies come here with a little bit of height advantage to our girls, which, you know, to some would think that's more of a basketball thing, but it is extremely important in volleyball as well, particularly in the front row.
Absolutely, and they are tall across the front. With Hertel, Hansen, Gee out of the lineup right now, but she is about a 6-footer.
Darby Schlenker sends that to the floor. That'll be the first point for the Longhorns.
Schlenker took a little something off of that one, got it just over the outstretched block, and it falls harmlessly to the ground. 4-1 is the score.
First serve will be Ashton Abar for the Longhorns, sends that deep.
Hertel. Roche on that hit. Schlenker, nice serve.
Tori Lewis tries to finesse that one over.
Hinsey read that one all the way. She was right in position.
Set by Schlenker, hit by May.
Nice,
still in
by
play.
Schlenker. Hinsey again, right in the right spot. And there's Schlenker again.
Sends that one to the back row.
Nieders, the libero, pulls it up. Roche. Oh! And Sessions was right there, but off the rafters, and it comes down quickly.
Couple substitutions by the Phillies.
Ballard comes into the game, and so does Brasher.
Looks like Ballard's going to be at serve for the Phillies.
5-1 is the score. Cody Phillies ahead by 4. Ballard lets it rip. Abar controls.
Nice set by Schlenker. May trying for finesse.
May had the right idea. The hole was right off to the side there, and she was going to try to drop it right in there and couldn't quite do it. But that front line of Hertel and Hansen is intimidating. They are tall girls.
Sends that long. Set by Schlenker.
Nice job by Schlenker, tiptoeing the line. Free ball, Ballard sends it over. There's Schlenker again.
Hit by May.
Oh, and a beauty! Amelia May rips that one off the block, and it goes out of bounds. 6-2 is the score. Nice hit by May.
Longhorns down by 4, 6-2. Back to serve will be Tori Lewis.
Lewis drives it deep to Brasher, right back to Brasher, and Brasher finds the hole. 5-point Philly lead. Coach Brenner substituting liberally. Justa Arrington into the game now to serve.
They're going to have to play that one across the ceiling.
Nice
they get
job
it
by
over.
Lewis.
Battle at the net, won by the Phillies. Justa back to serve again.
Looked like the Lady Longhorns were in the net on that one. 8-2 is the score. Phillies ahead.
Powerful serve by Arrington.
Schlinker, nice set. Looking for May, and May unloaded.
Didn't quite get over the top of that one. Sent it out of bounds.
No, when she hits the ball, it's like it's shot out of a gun. She is powerful.
Arrington, another great serve. Longhorns keep it in play.
Schlinker cleaned that one up. There's Roche on the other side. Gee, blocked by May. Schlinker drives it deep. There's Roche. Nice play by Roche. Brasher, Lewis. There's Schlinker again. Looking for May, and there it is! May drives it home. Off the block again. Nice hit by May.
Longhorns down by 6, and back to serve will be Darby Schlinker.
Phillies did a nice job. The block was in place.
That one long. Off the ceiling. Phillies can't play it.
Whitney Roche, twisting and turning, did a great job, but couldn't quite get it. Look out, if May gets heated up, Jay, it's going to be a long night for the Phillies. There's Schlinker, controlled by Hertel. Brasher, free ball.
Lewis is going to send that out of bounds.
Oh, good idea, good idea. I'll tell you, Schlinker is on fire tonight. Darby Schlinker, the sophomore, nothing is hitting the ground around her.
Always where she needs to be.
10-4 is the score. Darby Hertel. Nice serve by Hertel. A-bar controls. Ooh, in the net. Sessions tried to bail that one out.
Jump serve by Hertel. Longhorns are going to play that one off the ceiling.
Nice tip. Outstanding play by Darby Hertel. She got a fist under it because May's placement was fantastic. It couldn't have been any better.
Perfect. And May's up to serve for the first time in this game.
Down by 6. May lets it rip. Effortless serve, comes over, and there's A-bar. A-bar tries to make her play. There's Brasher. Heiser. Heiser sets A-bar. Ooh, and just into the net.
Just a little low on that one.
Nice set by Heiser. Just couldn't quite get it to fall. Abby Brasher back to serve.
Sends that one to the back row. Picked up by Lewis.
Ooh, nice hit by Sessions. Kind of a sidearm. Roche tries to make him pay.
And does.
Nice job by Whitney Roche, and May was right there. They couldn't quite get back to that ball. 13-5 is the score.
Abby Brasher back to serve one more time. Sends that long.
Lewis just going to be over.
Battle at the net.
Timeout on the floor.
Called by the Longhorns. Coach Scolari wants to talk it over with the girls.
Down by 9. I'd say that was a good idea. You know, and it's closer than that 9-point margin. It just seems like everything that the Phillies do, they're converting on. They're doing a nice job on that other end, but the Longhorns aren't that far off.
Absolutely. It's been back and forth every ball.
And this one will be a best of 5, best 3 out of 5. Winner take all. Bragging rights for the crosstown rivalry. Brasher will be up to serve. She's out there along with Arrington, Hertel, Roche, Hinsey, and Gee.
Phillies do not take the full minute to talk it over. I think they've got a lot of confidence coming into this serve. The Longhorns really trying to make some adjustments.
Same starting lineup for Coach Scolari, too. Brasher lets her rip. Good up by Ashton.
That was dug out of the floor by number 5, Darby Hertel.
Roche sends it over. And just out of the reach of the Lady Longhorns.
Abby Brasher back to serve again for the Phillies.
She's built it up to a 10-point Philly lead. She lets her rip. Ooh, and Lewis nearly got that one, but bounced that one off her jaw. So, but
that is what we call a double hit.
And that does not count. Cannot hit it twice.
Even if it's with the face.
Absolutely. Lewis is quick. Oh, Lewis tries to guide that ball a little too much. And she knew it.
Lewis visibly frustrated by that. Let's see if this Longhorn team can get something going now.
Lewis is a solid senior. She's a good fundamental ball player, lightning quick. So something like that's going to bother her. There it is. That's what she wanted to see. Sessions sends it over to Roche. Roche calls out 5.
That looked a little bit outside to me, but line judge calls it in. She has a better vantage point than we do up here.
Absolutely. Nice hit by Roche, cross court. And she was calling for it all the way. She wanted that one right from the time she touched the ball.
Brasher back to serve again for the Phillies. They've built that lead to 13 points.
Lewis reaches out, gets a hold of it. May.
Played off the ceiling, sends that to the back row.
Ashton drives it deep. Regina Gee, Sessions, May. Just over.
Battle
Nice play by Sessions.
One by Sessions. Longhorns are going to get the ball now.
Sessions read that one well. Knew it was going over. Got her hand up there. Timed it just perfectly. Nice job by Haley Sessions.
Caitlin Heiser going to be serving for the Longhorns.
Caitlin sends it to Arrington. Just over.
To the net. Longhorns keep it in play. Nope.
That's 4 hits. Arrington out now. And Marie Hansen back into the game.
Regina Gee up to serve for the Phillies.
We were watching Hansen hit in practice, and she is a powerful young lady.
Back row set. Sends it to Lewis, who gets it over the net.
There's Roche again.
Roche sends that one out of bounds.
Roche is a big hitter.
There was no return in that one.
No. Lady Longhorns got lucky on that one because Roche hit it just a little bit long, but she's a good-looking athlete.
Raven Johnson checking in for the Phillies. Haley Sessions up to serve for the Longhorns.
Sessions drives it down the line. Nieders picks it up. Little confusion there.
Free ball for the Longhorns.
Sessions looking for Schlenker, and it's in. Just caught the line. That'll give Sessions another chance in the back. She'll
Longhorns
serve.
Down by 11 still.
Sessions is a solid server, though. Prides her serve on her high serving percentage.
She gets a little bit of spin on that serve. Longhorns dig that one out of the floor. They keep it in play.
Lewis sends it over. Hansen drives it deep and just a little long. Looked like Johnson and Roche collided a little bit there. But Hansen still had a clean look at it. And it's a 10-point Philly lead. Sessions again. Oh, just a little short.
Emily Hines will be up to serve. She had a great run earlier. Hinsey, excuse me.
Hinsey with that knuckleball serve. Four hits. That one didn't quite go over. Hansen was right there. It looked like Hansen had stuffed that ball right back, but it actually had never gone over the net. And here comes Hinsey again.
Really interesting serve she has.
And I like it. It's a dandy. It's kind of a knuckleball when it comes over. Sessions.
Schlenker's going to send it over free ball.
They're looking
going to set it up.
Good looking set there. A back set.
Abar had a good look at that one, just couldn't get over the top of it.
She reached just a little bit too far. It was like she was trying to push it a little too much. Just needs to swing over her shoulder a little bit more.
Longhorns down by 13.
Nice job by Heiser. Back to Heiser. Hinsey. Hertel. Hansen stuffed by Abar. Free ball to the horns. There's Sessions. It tiptoes on the net as that one's sent back.
Still in play.
Nice job by Abar. Hinsey. Roche and Lewis.
Another set by Sessions. Hit.
Nice job.
Strong
Abar
hit by
finally
Abar.
got all of that one. Good looking hit. Ashton's a strong young lady, and she finally got a hold of that one.
Sends that one just over the net. Phillies can't play it.
Hertel did her best, but couldn't quite control it. Abar cuts the lead to 11.
Sends that to the back row, set by the libero.
Nice hit on the outside by Hertel. Substitutions now for Coach Brenner. Ballard and Brasher back into the game for Johnson and Roche.
Ballard up to serve. She has another very powerful serve. That one's picked up by Sessions. Not returnable. Little too far up towards the net.
That's a tough ball to play. And game point on the line. 24-11. Game is to 25. First game in this best of 5. Abar controls to May.
Schlinker sends it over the net.
They look for Brasher, and Brasher finds the open space.
First set goes to the Phillies.
Lewis was there, just couldn't quite get there. 25-11 in this first set.
They also have a lot of size up front. They've got
Austin Tharp.
one young man that is about 6'7" and about 230 pounds.
That would be, I believe that is Mr. Tharp.
I believe it is too.
He is a load, and he will be tough to contain. But we have Seth Bennett, we have Jasper Smith, we have Dalton Abar, we have Sean Shepperson, we have
Carter Johnson.
Absolutely, a contingent of horns that are ready to go out there and show them what Meeteetse's made of. And we're back to live action here. Here's the second game. Phillies took the first one. Hinsey
didn't fool him on this one. Back
Sessions
row
drives
hit
it deep.
by Sessions. Going to go off the ceiling. That's going to be a point for the Longhorns.
Johnson controlled that one and did a nice job, but the rafters got her. Home court advantage, 1 for Meeteetse. And here comes Sessions. Sessions a little more conventional in her serve.
Sends that deep to the back row. That's going to go off the ceiling. Phillies play it.
Free ball. Schlinker controls.
Back row hit by May. Comes off the net. Phillies have it still in play.
Roche controlled.
Big hit by Roche. Goes outside.
Roche didn't quite get all of that one, and she has a rocket for an arm. Roche is a good-looking volleyball player. Sessions again with a 2-0 lead. Just into the top of the net.
Bob, you mentioned earlier that volleyball, according to Coach Scolari, is all about service and receiving of service. And that certainly has come into play in this matchup.
Absolutely. Fundamental volleyball. If you can't send it back, you can't win the game.
Paige Ballard serving for the Phillies. Picked up by Lewis. Hit by Schlinker. Going to send that to the middle.
Ballard controls to
Phillies
Hinsey.
have a good setup. Blocked. They're going to call that 4 hits on the Phillies.
Hansen couldn't quite get that one over the net. Abar was right there. Hansen was kind of twisting and falling away a little bit. That was a tough hit for her. Didn't have her feet quite under, and the score is 3-1. Lady Horns in the lead. Brasher goes to the floor, digs that one out. Hansen sends it over. Sessions to Schlinker.
Hit
and
by
there's
May.
May.
It's going to come off the ceiling. Phillies still have it in play. Picked up by Abar.
Brasher back to May.
Another play by May.
Amelia May drives it off the top of the net. We've seen that ball fall back over onto the offensive side now a half a dozen times. May is so strong and hits so hard, it just trickles over the top of the net. 4-1 is the score. Nice serve by Abar.
May back to hit.
May.
Number 3, Whitney Roche, just about ate that ball.
I have talked about how good a player Roche is, and Amelia May drove that ball so hard. She crossed up Roche, and she could do nothing with it. Abar back again with a 5-1
Sends
lead.
that to the back row. Phillies set it up. Can't get it over the net.
Nice set by Hinsey. Hertel couldn't quite get a hold of that one.
Longhorns find themselves up by 5 early on in this set.
Looking to tie this best of 5 up at 1.
Sends that to the back row.
Hinsey. Hansen.
Sends that out of bounds.
Hansen looked to place that one right in the corner. She had a good idea, but couldn't get it done. And Abar is on a roll.
It is almost as if the side of the court is making a difference. That's going to go outside for Ashton Abar. Phillies make some substitutions.
Gee back into the game along with Arrington.
Arrington up to serve.
Hansen and Nieders take a seat. Just to Arrington, looking to cut into that 5-point lead, and does. Little confusion there
Phillies
on the Longhorn
coaches
side.
absolutely know who they want serving every time. That's going to be picked up by Sessions. Schlenker sends it over the net, picked up by Arrington. That's going to be played off the ceiling. Phillies can't quite get there.
Hinsey saw it coming but couldn't get there. The ball comes off those rafters so fast, so fast. I don't care how good you are, you just can't get there. 8-3 is the score.
Tori Lewis up to serve for the Longhorns. Phillies set it up.
Brasher sends it over, controlled by Heiser. They're
Hit
looking
by
for
May.
Nice job by May. Couldn't get all of that one, but still sent it over.
This one's going to be hit by Heiser. Can't quite get it over the net. We've got a 4-point ball game right now. 8-4 in favor of the Longhorns.
Heiser nearly had that one, but couldn't quite send it over the top.
Darby Hertel up to serve for the Phillies. She's got a nice jump serve. Picked up by Abar. Set by Schlenker. Battle at the net.
That one got away from Schlenker just a little bit, and she sent Heiser too far into the net. It's tough to do something when the ball's set that close to the net.
Hertel back to serve for the Phillies.
Looking to cut into that 3-point Longhorn lead. Schlenker.
Back row hit by Lewis. Another hit by
Heiser tried to drive that one home. There's Gee.
Almost picked up by Lewis. She only got one hand on it.
Lewis was there, but Gee just beat her on that one.
Score now 8-6, still in favor of the Longhorns, but Darby Hertel back to serve again for the Phillies. Gonna send that one into the net. Longhorns ball.
She just didn't quite get all of that one. It looked like she was trying to drop it right between the 2 rows of Longhorns. Schlenker lets it rip. Arrington controls. Hinsey looks for Gee. Nice job by Heiser, read that one.
That's going to be a Longhorn point.
Amelia May found the spot there.
Phillies with no answer. Now a 4-point ball game with Darby Schlenker serving. Going to send that to the back row.
There's Roche to Hinsey. Gee. Sessions.
Here's Sessions to hit.
Nice job by Sessions.
Found the open floor.
Sessions hit line, and we don't see a lot of that. We see a lot of people hitting cross court and trying to drive the ball home. Sessions with a nice job hitting it line.
Darby Schlenker still serving for the Longhorns with a 5-point lead.
Good spot. Hinsey tried to drag that one out of the net, but couldn't quite do it. Schlenker's driven that lead to 6.
Picked up by Arrington. Phillies try to set it up. Big hit by number 24,
Abby Brasher. Good job by Abby Brasher. She just put it all together and drove it home.
I think she just wanted to get the serve.
She may well have. She's a good server. She was tough in the first matchup.
Going to send that one to Lewis. Set by Heiser. Little finesse by May. Right to the net. Phillies don't have an answer.
Nice job by May mixing it up.
Beautiful ball placement.
You know, we've watched the evolution of May. She drives it home. She takes a little something off of it. She tips it. She taps it. She's looking for the open hole. She's a complete volleyball player.
Really bangs that one off the back row. That's an ace for the Longhorns.
And Coach Brenner wants to talk about it. With the 7-2, and they're fantastic athletes as well. It's going to be a great year for the Lady Longhorns. May back to serve with a 7-point lead. Sends it to Arrington. Arrington mishit that one a little bit, but Hinsey did a nice job.
Free ball picked up by May. Set by Heiser. It's going to be a battle at the net. Won by the Longhorns. A little bit of finesse by Ashton Abar. She was looking to hit it. Right at the last minute, decided to pull up and send it to some open floor.
Heiser sent her a little bit close to the net. She actually set her right into the block.
May's going to send that one into the net.
And Abar did a nice job getting it over the block, even though it was set right in there. So nice job by Abar. Hansen.
Regina Gee up to serve for the Phillies.
And Hansen
She's going to send that back to the net. Libero checks in for the Phillies. That's number 8, Ashley Neaters.
At Neaters in practice, it was tough to see a ball get past her.
Heiser sends that to the back row.
Hurtel.
Nice set by the Phillies. But Ashton Abar there to deny.
They were looking for Roche on the outside. Roche has been quiet after she started off hot. And Abar, heads up play, makes them pay.
Set was just deep. Heiser sends that to the side. Also at the net. They can't get it up.
Abar right there, stuffs it back. Saw that one coming a mile away, and Abar made him eat it.
Longhorns now with a 10-point lead. Heiser back to serve.
Heiser, the lone junior.
Sends it to the middle.
Hurtel to Neaters. Free ball. Abar, May, looking for Sessions. Session drives it to Johnson. There's Hinsey again. Roche.
Heiser sets.
Sessions drives it way outside.
A little bit too much of that one. And she knows it.
Big smile by Sessions and an apology, and she'll get that one right back, I imagine. 9-point Lady Longhorn lead. Here's Hinsey. Good placement. Schlinker, nice job. Lewis. Abar. Hinsey, quick set. Nice job by Lewis. She punches it up.
Set up by the Longhorns.
Nice
Big
back set.
Woo. Oh, the Longhorns are still going to play that. Back at them.
Oh,
Abar sends it to the middle.
They just can't get it past Heiser. It's over. Abar sees it.
Still has it in play.
Johnson. Hinsey.
Ooh. Hinsey sends it to the maple.
That was Hansen. Marie Hansen on a set by Hinsey.
She is so tall. She gets over that ball and she sends it about to that 10-foot line.
That's what we were watching earlier in practice, and Hansen put it together on that one. Good exchange by those two teams. 18-10 is the score. Neaters picks it up to Hinsey.
Longhorns looking to convert. Oh! May sends that one out of bounds.
You know, Roche took a little something off that one. They had the Longhorns moving back.
Phillies are on the run now. Down by 7, excuse me.
Hinsey's converted on quite a few of those serves. There's May looking for Abar. Touch is the call.
Was a touch.
Yep.
Longhorns are going to get the ball back and send Haley Sessions back to serve. 8-point ball game right now, 19-11.
Game is to 25. This is the second game in the best of 5. Phillies won the first one.
There. Battle at the net.
Nice job by Roche. Read that one. Sessions. Oh,
Just
Johnson.
about.
Hansen, Abar. Schlinker sends it back. There's Lewis.
Torrey's going to give him a free ball here. Picked up by the libero.
Oh, and off the block. Out of bounds. Abar's right there. Hansen does a nice job. Angles it off the block, and it falls out of bounds off the Lady Longhorns. Roche out, Brasher in, Ballard in. Coach Brenner likes that rotation.
She does. 25, Paige Ballard back to serve for the Phillies. She's going to send that one deep. Tori Lewis can't quite get under it.
Tori turned her body just a little bit, and it was just enough to have that ball ricochet off of her.
These Phillies are great at serve.
Very consistent. Nice job that time by Lewis.
Longhorns having a tough time returning this ball. Ballard has a great serve.
Still have a 5-point lead. Sends it long. May's got it. Sessions to Schlinker.
Schlinker sends it into the upright. Timeout Longhorns.
That ball curled around the out.
Longhorns certainly showing some sand in this set.
Ballard back to serve.
Longhorns
Nieters.
hoping to convert here.
Lewis, nice up. Right to Sessions. A-bar. Hertel, read that one. Hinsey. Hansen.
Another
May controls.
Darby Schlinker.
She gets it over. A-bar sends it deep.
That's
Heiser controls right over the top. Brasher right there. Sessions
battle at the net. Going to be won by the Phillies.
Just a little too far, and you just can't do that in front of Marie Hansen.
Marie Hansen certainly had the advantage positionally on that, and she took advantage.
Absolutely. A-bar saw it coming, did what she
That
could.
one's going to be into the net. Longhorns are probably happy to end that run.
Absolutely. Hopefully that little turn will make a difference. Roche back into the game. Whitney Roche.
Ashton A-bar up to serve for the Longhorns. She's going to send it deep.
Hinsey, nice set. There's Hertel. Sessions gets it up there.
Schlinker to
sets
Lewis.
Lewis. Nice hit by
Phillies
Lewis.
tangled up in the floor. Couldn't send it back. That's going to be a point for the Longhorns. 21-16, 5-point lead.
Hansen did her best to get out of Hinsey's way. Hinsey's a nice setter on that other side.
A-bar back to serve for the Longhorns.
A-bar lets her fly. Brasher controls into
Sends
the net.
that to the net. That's going to be a point for the Longhorns.
Hinsey was there, but there's nothing you can do about that one.
Sent it too far forward. They couldn't dig it out of the net.
A-bar again. Brasher to Hinsey. Right back to Brasher.
Lewis picks that up.
Great position by Lewis. Free ball.
Phillies are going to get a set.
There's Hansen. Nice shot by May. May denies Hansen. And there's May again!
Off just goes outside.
Out
May,
of bounds off the block.
Nothing gets by May at the net.
Did you see the quickness of May? She blocks middle, she blocks side, and just outside. Gee back into the game. Arrington to serve. 5-point Lady Longhorn lead. Arrington. Brasher right there tips it back.
Sent that a little too close to the net. Couldn't quite get under it. Arrington back to serve again for the Phillies. Sends it deep. Picked up by May. Let's see if May can get a hit. She's going to set it long, and Phillies couldn't get under it. Send it out of bounds.
Nice placement by May.
Tori Lewis back to serve for the Longhorns. Tori Lewis has an extremely high percentage in her serving.
23-18, just 2 points, sends it home for the Lady Longhorns. Arrington. Hinsey.
Off the ceiling.
Off the rafters. Nice try
Good
by
play.
Arrington.
Home court advantage.
We'll
At
take-
work. We'll take it.
Game point, 24-18. Lewis looking to tie this best of 5 up. Lets it rip. Hertel.
She's going to set it
Schlinker
for
to
May.
May. There's
Get
May.
Good block up front by number 24, Abby Brasher and Paige Ballard.
Yep.
Excuse me, that was
Gee.
Regina Gee.
I don't know if May got all of that one. She might have short-armed that one a little bit into the net. 24-19, but the block is there.
Darby Hertel.
Phillies are sending 2 every time. Good read. by the Lady Horns. Roche sends it over.
Set by Schlinker. May trying for some finesse, picked up by the Phillies. Battle at the net, ball is still in play.
Heiser
sends it off the net, out of bounds. That set's going to go to the Longhorns.
Good hustle by the Phillies. They made it interesting, but they couldn't get young Mr. Sessions. They are an outstanding bunch of athletes, and we are back to live action in game 3 as Sessions serves it up. And they look for Roche. They want to get Roche back off again. Heiser eats that one up. And there's Hansen. Hansen hits it long.
First point's going to go to the Longhorns there.
And Sessions will step back to serve again. Haley Sessions lets her rip, drives it deep to Hertel. There's Hinsey. Looks for Roche. Free ball, Sessions. There's Abar. Abar. Hinsey sends it over on 2. There's May out of the back row. They were looking to set Amelia May out of the back row, and she couldn't quite get all of that one. And number 4, Emily Hinsey, will step back and she'll serve with the score tied at 1. Heiser bumps it up. There's Abar. And Sessions just trickles it over the net, and it was just a little too much to handle, and it drops. Point for the Lady Horns. Abar back to serve. Abar served well tonight. Lets it rip. Nieders, the libero. Set close to the net. And Amelia May was right there. Read that beautifully and beat Hansen to the ball. 3-1 is the score. Lady Longhorns up by 2 early.
Ashton Abar back to serve for the Longhorns.
Hinsey to Nieders. That one a little out of control. It's a free ball.
Set by Schlinker at the net.
Looks for Lewis.
Lewis finds the floor.
Tori Lewis, a very, very bright ball player, beat the block there because they had Hinsey right in her face. Hinsey got a hand on it.
Extreme height disadvantage there, overcome by sheer intelligence.
Absolutely.
That one's going to go off the ceiling. Phillies still have it in play. Schlinker on the set.
Good hustle on both sides there. May is on fire, and the score is now 5-1.
May seems to know when to hit it hard and when to play the finesse. She is really, really finding her groove in this ball game. That's going to be sent clear to the back row.
Hansen sends it over.
Back row hit that finds the maple.
Right in front of the diving Sessions. The Phillies are a good-looking team. On both sides of the ball, we've got a lot of athleticism, big hitters, quick individuals out there. I mean, it is a fun game to watch. These two teams are extremely well matched. 5-2 is the score with Paige Ballard into the game to serve.
Sends that one to the net. Uncharacteristic. She has had some great serves tonight. Tori Lewis is going to take over for the Longhorns here with a 4-point lead.
Whitney Roche back into the game as Ballard comes out. Lewis lets that one fly. Nice serve by Lewis. Schlinker looking for May.
May
drives it home.
Huge hit by May.
May beat the block and found the open spot on the floor. My goodness gracious, she's got a big old smile on her face, and she should.
I would say the Phillies are lucky they didn't get in front of that one.
Little too much by Lewis there. When May connects, though, it is like it is shot out of a gun.
Arrington in to serve for the Phillies. That seems to be her job on this team. She comes in to serve.
And she does it well. Justa Arrington in to serve, down by 4.
May picks that one up. Schlinker on the set.
Looking
for the open floor. Another set by Schlinker. Battle at the net. Phillies are playing hard.
Nice up by Hinsey. Lewis drives it deep, but Roche is there.
This one is a battle.
Lewis. There's Schlinker.
May sends that one over, finds the open maple.
Nice job by May. I'm not sure. We saw Sessions do that earlier, and it's kind of a halfway. I'm not sure what that is. but it's in between, and it just drops right in the middle of everything. Just skims over the net.
Schlenker back to serve for the Longhorns. Sends it to the back row. They're going to get a good setup on this one. Can't quite capitalize. Free ball for the Longhorns.
Heiser looking for
another hit by May.
Regina Guy was right there. Nice job by Guy. Her position was fantastic. She had two hands up. She gets a hand on the ball, and May beats her anyway.
And Brenner wants to talk it over with her team. They find themselves down by 6.
Thanks to them, and also thanks to TCT West for allowing this broadcast to be possible. Hinsey sets Brasher.
Brasher just can't quite get over the top of that ball. She sends it into the net. Darby Schlenker will stay at serve with a 7-point lead.
Brasher got set a little far back and couldn't quite get her feet under.
That one's going to be at the net. May wins that battle.
Guy sends it over. Heiser looking for May again.
May finds the floor.
And there it is. Hinsey was right there. Arrington got a hand on it too, but they just could never control that ball.
You know, for all the talent they've got, they just don't have an answer for Amelia May. That one's going to go off the ceiling. Looks like they're going to play it. Can't get it over the net. That's 4 hits.
Guy did her best. She was there. But still, a 12-3 Lady Longhorn lead.
Schlinger sends it back over the net, picked up by Arrington. Lewis digs that one up. Hit by Schlinker from the back row.
Roche right there. Hertel on the outside. Nice job by Hertel. Good hit. Back set by Hinsey.
Hertel's going to be up to set now.
Absolutely. Darby Hertel ended that Lady Longhorn run. And she'll see if she can't cut into that 8-point lead. Nice looking serve. Lewis controlled beautifully.
Oh! Sessions just can't quite get a hold of that one. Kind of a misfire. Looked like she had good position.
It was a tough set. It was a little bit hard to handle.
Nice jump serve. Picked up by Lewis. Lewis gets it over the net.
Hertel sends it right back in one. There's Heiser.
Heiser sets it for May. She has a powerful hit. No answer by the Phillies.
May hits through the block of two Phillies, hits through their hands, and it falls harmlessly to the ground.
You know, looking at May, she just doesn't look. She does not have the build of someone you would associate with power, but when she hits, it is unbelievable.
She is a very slight young lady, as is Haley Sessions, as she tries to drive that one home. Guy Sessions controls that one. They look for A-bar.
Off the block.
That's
going to be a point for the Longhorns. They're going to extend their lead to 9.
Absolutely, and Guy is there again. The Lady Horns doing a great job hitting off block.
Guy looks a little shaken up. That was a beautiful serve, unreturnable by the Phillies.
Roche was there, but it was just a little too much. 10-point Lady Horn lead, and May back to serve again.
I would be interested to clock some of these serves. That's off the ceiling. Home court advantage one more time.
We'll take it.
They expected that at the net. They were going to set it up. Never got there.
Absolutely. But you know, Jay, we can look at both sides of the net here, and there's no quit on either side. They're both just hustling and scrapping. It's a fun game to watch.
Free ball for the Longhorns. Set by May is going to be hit by Sessions. Can't quite get over the net.
May set Sessions on the outside. Two Philly blockers there. Brasher will go back to serve.
Brasher, all kinds of power at the serve. She sends a very fast ball to picked up by Lewis.
Lewis is forced to send it over and one.
Battle at the net, won by Guy.
Guy got one back.
Trying to redeem herself.
16-7 is the score. Lady Longhorn lead. Brasher back to serve for the Cody Phillies. Lets her rip. A-bar controls beautifully.
Haley Sessions sends it to the far back corner. That was picked up by Brasher.
There's Roche, Whitney Roche.
May with the set.
Back set. Heiser. Good idea. That's a good looking play. May back set to Heiser, looking to cross the court. Wide open, just a little long.
Big serve by Brasher.
Nice job by the Lady
Longhorns
Horns.
scrapping for this ball. Picked up again at the. Battle at the net, won by the Phillies.
Emily Hinsey, nice job. Nice job to close that one out for the Lady Phillies.
Abby Brasher back to serve. Still at serve for the Phillies.
Brasher is on a roll.
Sends that one. May can't get under it. That's going to go out of bounds. They're cutting this lead. They've cut it to 6 now.
Absolutely. They made their run last time, too. Brasher at the serve.
See if the Longhorns can answer on this play.
Every point has been hard fought. A-bar. May on 3. Had to send it back over. Hertel controls. Gee. Lewis right there to control. May. A-bar. Free ball. Hertel. Nice hit by Gee, but May is right there.
Lewis sends that over. It's picked up by
Hertel.
5, Hertel.
Darby Hertel. Ooh! Lewis from her knees gets a hand on it, but can't quite control it.
That hit was by Roche.
Roche has been quiet since early in the first game. Roche had a fantastic first game, and she's been a little quiet since then. I imagine they're looking to get her hot again. A-bar to May. A-bar.
Couldn't quite get that one over the net. They're going to call that 4 hits on the Longhorns.
A-bar short-armed it just a little bit. And the lead is down to 4.
Brasher still at serve, and she is a good one.
This best of 5 tied up at 1 apiece.
Big serve by Brasher. Battle at the net.
There was
picked
Roche.
that one up. Roche had the better position on that ball, and she took advantage.
Absolutely. That ball was theirs. And everyone that walks on the court is a good-looking ball player. She's got a nice set of athletes there.
Sent to the net.
May fists it over on 2. May again.
Sends it over the net, finds the maple.
May digs that one out.
She looks as surprised as anyone that found the floor.
Pleasantly surprised,
Pleasantly
I would say.
surprised. Heiser back to serve for the Longhorns.
But that's the way you do it. Sometimes you just stick your hand out there and hope for the best. 4-point Lady Longhorn lead. Arrington controls.
Nice setup by the Phillies.
Hinsey to Roche.
Lewis gets that dig.
Sessions on the outside. Big hit. Just a little long. Brody Bennett controls as the line judge. Nice to see Brody back. Our alumni helping out. Thank you, Brody.
Regina Gee back to serve for the Phillies.
Down by 3 in this third set.
Picked up by Lewis. May's going to set.
Sessions. Hansen sends it over. Lewis controls.
Longhorns chipping away at each other a little bit on the floor.
A little bit of frustration, but that's all right.
That lead is now cut to 2.
They'll get that worked out as Gee sends it over. Schlenker controls. There's May. Hertel on the other side. Hinsey, Roche. Lewis gets it up again. May. Right back to Lewis. Nice job. Raven there. Hinsey.
Big hit by
Hello. There's the Whitney Roche from the first game.
She got a piece of that one.
Whitney Roche. We've not seen that since game 1, and here we are in game 3. And she cuts the lead to 1. Nice hit by Whitney Roche.
Regina Gee back to serve for the Phillies again. Picked up by Schlenker.
Sessions sends it over.
Lewis picks that one up. Little miscommunication on the part of the Longhorns. We've got a tie ball game.
Off the ceiling, that one seemed to confuse A-bar and May and fell right between them. That ball comes off the ceiling awfully funny.
Regina Gee back to serve again for the Phillies. That one's going to be picked up by Schlenker. Set for A-bar, who's going to hit it out of bounds.
Nice set by Sessions. And they'll give her a break. Brooklyn Graybill will come into the game. We saw Graybill in the JV game.
Phillies
Here comes Gee.
up by 1. First time they've led this set. Now up by 2.
19-17.
Scolari wants to talk it over with her girls.
That's a good. Coach Brenner working hard, talking to Emily Hinsey.
Longhorns, I'm not sure they expected that one to come over the net. When you heard that smack, she just didn't have much on that ball.
You know, and that seems to be Guy's spot. She's looking to put it right there, and it is a great big open hole. She's making players make a decision, and it's worked well so far. Schlenker, nice up to May.
Abar's going to send that one to the back row. Phillies looking to convert. Can't get it done. Picked up by Longhorns.
Blocked by Hansen.
Got tripped up in the divider net right above him.
And the home court advantage bites us on that one, Jay.
Longhorns down by 4 now, 21-17. Regina Guy back to serve. Going to send that one to the middle. Picked up by Schlenker.
Lady Horns need to side
out.
By
May. Abar tries for the hit.
Abar just hitting the ball a little bit in front of her. She's not missing it by much. She's kind of pushing it a little too much. Instead of hitting at the apex of her swing, she's pushing it in front of her.
Guy sends another one back to Schlenker. May sets it. Soft set. Over. That one's going to be in.
Nice change of pace there by May. Sends it right up over the top.
Longhorns finally end that run by the Phillies. Sessions checking back into the game.
Coach Brenner sends defensive specialist Ashley Nieders into the game. Their libero.
Sessions back to serve for the Longhorns.
And Sessions back into the game. Graybill out.
Sends that to the far side.
Hertel controls.
Nice setup by the Phillies. Big hit. Picked up by May. We've still got it in play. Those girls are scrapping for it.
Cody was celebrating, and Longhorns were digging it out of the ball. There's 2. They need to send it over. Sessions sends it over on 3. Johnson. Here's Roche again. She's on fire. Controlled by Heiser. Nice job. Ooh.
Lewis couldn't quite control her rate of descent on that. Ended up crossing over the line on her back.
She got caught up a little bit with Darby Schlenker, too, and that'll send Hinsey back to serve. 23-18 in this third game of the best 5. 1 apiece. Heiser controls. Sessions, nice
Schlenker.
set.
She's going to send it to the far side.
Raven Johnson controls that one. They look for Roche. Nice up by Sessions. Sessions will send it over, and beautiful play by Nieders. She digs it out of nowhere.
Sessions sets for a back row hit by
Hansen. Sends it over on 1. She read that one.
And she has the wingspan to get it done. That just couldn't get by her.
Absolutely.
We're at set point now.
Marie Hansen, a dominant player at the net.
Phillies up by 6. Hinsey up to serve. Gets another great serve across the net. Picked up by Heiser. Longhorns can't convert on that one. Set count stands 2-1 in favor of the Phillies now. They found their legs on this last one.
Absolutely. In this best of 5, Phillies go up 2-1. 2-1.
He's going to start the service with that extremely unique serve.
Hinsey's a solid ball player. She's been fun to watch.
That's going to be hit just a little bit long by Haley Sessions. Visibly frustrated on that hit.
Absolutely. It's right there for her. The spot is correct. Everything is right. They'll fall. There's Hinsey again. Heiser, nice job controlling
serve.
serve.
By May, hit by Abar.
That's
she
what
gets
we want to
done.
see from Abar. Instead of Abar reaching that time, she swings over the top. Beautiful hit, drives it to the back row. And Phillies can't handle it.
And sometimes one hit like that can turn the tide of an entire game.
Absolutely. Abar, an outstanding volleyball player, ties the game at 1. Sessions to serve.
Serves it to midcourt.
Hertel, it's close.
Got it right to the net. That's going to be played off the ceiling by the Longhorns. Abar's going to send it to the back row. Phillies struggled with that one.
Abar drives the last 2 points home. She's got the 2 Lady Longhorn points in this 4th set.
Sessions still at serve for the Longhorns. Going to send that one to the back row. Picked up by 2 Phillies. Little close up to the net. They can't quite get it done. Number 22, Marie Hansen, couldn't quite get it over the net.
She couldn't quite do it, and you know that serve was really tight to the net. Hinsey did all she could to try to get it back so Hansen could have a playable ball, and just couldn't quite get it done.
Sessions sends that one. Hit by Abar. Picked up by the libero for the Phillies. Back row hit.
Heiser sends it over and one. Nice job by Heiser. And there's Hansen. Oh.
She played that perfectly. She sent that. She saw the open court. As big a hitter as she is, she decided to just finesse it right over the block.
Absolutely.
She capitalized on that.
Everything in her body language says, I'm swinging away. And then she didn't. Nice job by Hansen.
Phillies put their big server, Paige Ballard, back in. Sends it to the back row. Picked up by Heiser. Set by Abar.
Little confusion there, huh?
Little bit of miscommunication. They're talking it over on the court now. Trying to decide who was supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
Make some adjustments. See if they can get this serve back.
Score is tied at 3.
Paige Ballard sends it back to Lewis. Going to try for a back row hit. Ended up setting it over. Plays off the ceiling. Home court advantage once again.
We will take it.
Longhorns up by 1 as Ashton Abar steps back to take a swing.
Whitney Roche back into the game. Ballard to the bench.
Abar sends it to the back row. Nice set by the Phillies.
Leaders to Hinsey.
Cross-court hit.
Schlinker digs it out of the net, but can't quite pop it up high enough. May's on the run. State champion sprinter, but couldn't quite get there.
Marie Hansen comes out of the game, and another pinch server for the Phillies comes up.
Justa Arrington.
And she has a great serve.
Gee into the game as well.
She sends that one low and fast, picked up by the Longhorns, set by, oh, Amelia May did not quite get high enough to send that over the net. Justin Arrington going to serve again for the Phillies.
Well, if that ball's not set just right.
She's going to send that into the net. Uncharacteristic for Justa.
And that ties the score at 5.
Tori Lewis back to serve for the Longhorns. Powerful serve by Lewis. That's sent to the net. Battle at the net, won by Schlinker.
Schlinker tips it right over, gets Gee, the taller Gee. And that ball just, there's home court advantage too, Jay.
Absolutely. Gee has at least 3 inches on Darby Schlinker, and she won that battle.
And
Lewis sends that one to the back row. Powerful.
Gee is a dominant net player as well.
Gee sends that over as a free swing. May's going to hit it.
That's a beautiful set by Schlinker.
Longhorns
let May get all of that.
They're going to let that one go out of bounds. Longhorns finding their groove here.
That was an absolutely fantastic set by Schlinker. Puts May right up close to the net, lets May swing away and give it all she's got. Nice job between Schlinker
Lewis
and
has
May.
A misfire there. Sends that one into the net. Makes that a 1-point ball game. 7-6 in favor of the Longhorns. Number 5, Darby Hertel comes back to serve for the Phillies, and she has also been just outstanding tonight at service. Got that nice little jump serve.
Absolutely.
Picked up by Abar, set by Lewis. May sends it to the open floor. She capitalizes on that one.
Hertel saw it coming. May just beat her again.
Just couldn't quite get there.
8-6 is the score. Schlinker back to serve. That jump serve of Hertel is very smooth, very fluid, but it didn't make a difference.
Set up by Phillies. Sending it back, see if they can get it over. They do! Lewis keeps it in play.
Nice job by the Lady Horns getting that one back over. Arrington finds Hinsey.
Tries for a back row hit. That's going to be a battle at the net. Longhorns still pick it up.
Heads up play by Heiser. Ooh.
Heiser tries for the backswing.
Heiser right there on the first one and couldn't quite get it on the next.
Abby Brasher back to serve. She was outstanding on the last set. I think she had about a 10-point run on them. See if they have an answer for her this time.
She was the catalyst to that last run.
They get it. Oh, Lewis sends it into the dividing net. It's considered part of the ceiling. If it touches that on its way over, that is considered out of bounds.
Longhorns were chasing that one too. And I thought they had it under control, but couldn't quite do it.
That serve is just amazing. She has so much power on that. A little bit of top spin makes it really hard to get under it.
Just hard to deaden that ball, control it. And we'll see if she can do it again. Phillies now have a 1-point lead. Nice job by Schlinker. She does control
serve.
it.
Lewis sends it back over to the Phillies.
Hinsey back to Hertel.
Longhorns set it up. Hit by Heiser. Picked up by the
controls. That's a beautiful set. Hinsey sets Roche on that outside. May is right there. Roche, she could swing away and just beat May.
May was a little bit out of position on that play. She just a little too far outside to get in front of it.
And she was moving left to right and just went a little bit far to the right, but Roche, to her credit,
Lewis sends that one out of bounds.
Hit it back against the green. So
every time Abby Brasher gets back to serve, Phillies get a run.
Absolutely.
Longhorns are looking to answer right now. Nice pickup by Lewis.
Sessions drives it to Brasher. Hinsey. Roche lets it fly.
I'm not sure if that would have been in or out had Abar let it go, but as it was, Abar got the tip. That's going to be another point for the Phillies.
You know, and Abar has no choice on that one. It's close enough. She's got to play it. Brasher again.
Another booming serve by Brasher.
Lewis sends it right where she wants it. Roche and Yee finally got May. And it came back like a rocket. Bing brings you this broadcast today at absolutely no charge to Meeteetse Schools. So thank you, TCT West, for all you do for athletics and community in the Bighorn Basin.
Abby Brasher with another big serve, setting it up for the Longhorns. May looking for the open court, can't find it.
Hertel's played that extremely well. Hertel has played that little dunk now in this third and fourth game extremely well.
Longhorns find themselves down by 5 with Abby Brasher still at serve. She booms that one to the back row. Lewis keeps it in play.
Nice play by Lewis.
Nice.
Gee. Lewis popped it up.
Abar just couldn't quite get there. She was just out of reach by maybe a foot.
And the lead is 7.
Brasher on another great run. Booms it to the back row. Picks up by Lewis.
That ball looked like it was out, but there again, you have to
play
play it.
May looking for the open court. She finds it just on the line.
May catches the line.
They finally put an end to that run. They really needed that point if they were going to have any chance at this game.
Absolutely, and Brasher's earned herself a break, and Raven Johnson back into the game.
May back to serve for the Longhorns.
Down by 6.
Sends a smoker over that net. Just narrowly missed.
And there's Roche.
Roche can really hit that ball when it's set just right for her. Another big hitter, Marie Hansen, checking into the game for the Phillies. And when those two are at the net, that one's going to go into the net. The Longhorns really needed that one too. They're still down by 6. Going to send Caitlin Heiser back to serve. Let's see if they can get something going.
Nieder's into the game now for Coach Brenner. Down by 6. Heiser can do it. Heiser can put it together right here. Hertel to Nieders.
Back row hit. They're going to send it into the net. Actually didn't even quite hit the net.
Phillies never did quite control that one. Everything was just a little off on that one, and Heiser cuts into the Philly lead.
Sends that one to the back row. Set up by Phillies for a hit. Going to send that in.
That's in.
Right on the back line. Played perfectly by the Phillies there.
Whitney Roche mixing it up. The same thing that we said about Amelia May earlier. Finding the hole, swinging free, and then mixing it up a little bit. We're seeing the same thing from Whitney Roche.
Emily Hinsey back to serve for the... And that serve is just So difficult for the Longhorns.
But that was a beautiful
They
up.
played that one beautifully.
Caitlin Heiser dug into the ground on that one and popped that ball up beautifully.
Another hit by Roche that just couldn't, Longhorns couldn't get a hold of it.
Right, all for naught. A-bar was there, but Roche hit well off the block, and it's a 7-point Philly lead, 18-11, in this fourth game in the best of 5.
May sends that one over with a backhand.
Hansen takes a little something off of it. Nice job by A-bar.
That one's a little close to the net. Longhorns still have it in play. May sets it.
Nice hit by Sessions, controlled by Nieders. And they find Roche on
Big
the outside.
hit by Roche. She goes out of bounds.
Oh, Roche could taste that one. She wanted it bad. Just a little long. And Sessions goes back to score.
6-point ball game right now. 18-12 in favor of the Phillies. Sessions to the back row. Nice set to the net.
Hinsey looking for Hertel. Can't get it done. A-bar right there on the block.
Sessions back to serve again. She's going to send it a little bit shorter than she has. This is right at the net for the Longhorns. A-bar sends it to the back, finds the open court. That's going to be a point for the Longhorns. 4-point ball game.
Nice play by Darby Schlinker and A-bar on that one.
Absolutely.
A-bar finds the spot, but Schlinker decides not to hit it over on one and finds the bigger, more dominant hitter in A-bar and lets her finish it off. Good decision making by the Lady Horns.
Longhorns have a shot here. Set to the back row, finds the open court. That's in the maple. I don't think the Phillies expected that ball over the net.
A-bar back-to-back finds that deep hole. Ashton A-bar exposing a weakness on that back line.
3-point ball game now. 18-15 in favor of the Phillies, but Sessions on a roll. See if she can keep it going. That one's set clear to the front. Little short on the set, picked up by Lewis. A-bar's going to hit it. Lewis keeps it in play.
Blocked by Roche up front. Free ball, comes over on one. And a battle at the net won by Roche.
A-bar took responsibility for that one. You could see her saying that was mine.
Put Sessions in a difficult position on that one. Roche had the upper hand as the ball wanted to trickle over the net.
Paige Ballard comes in to serve for the Phillies. She's got another booming serve. Short set by Longhorns. Couldn't get it done on this one.
Quirky play on that one.
Down by 5. Paige Ballard back to serve again for Cody.
20-15 is the score. Ballard. Nice job by Heiser to send that one over. Ballard thought she had the perfect hole right there, and A-bar just swings a little long.
That was a touch by Cody. That point's going to be given to the Longhorns.
I love it when I'm wrong in our favor.
Me too.
Yeah, Paige Ballard agreed with me. She thought it was theirs too.
Ballard's going to check back out. Whitney Roche is going to come back in for her. A-bar back to serve for the Longhorns.
Looking to cut into that 4-point Philly lead. Nieders pops it up. Hinsey back set. Hertel swings free. And there's Heiser.
And May. Right into the blockers. Little miscommunication at the net by those two. Number 24 and 22 for the Phillies.
Brasher and Hansen got a hand on it, but they thought the ball was behind them. Turned around and it fell right at their feet. Nieders pops it up.
Another
Hinsey.
short set. Darby Schlinker.
Tough one.
Oh, 4 hits by the Longhorns.
Schlinker had popped it up, but the angle was just too tough.
4-point ball game right now, 21-17.
And Arrington in the serve with Brasher, Gee, and Hertel in the front. 21-17. Sessions controls.
Ooh,
nice job by
play.
Lewis. Lewis plays it off the rafter. Hertel swings free. Saved by A-bar. Again saved by Sessions. And they can't quite control it in the front row. 5-point Philly lead.
Scolari's calling for a timeout.
Good timeout by Coach Scolari. She's down 2-1 in this best of 5. And here in this fourth set, she's down by 5 points. So she needs to make a run and needs to make it right now. This game is just till 25, and the score is 22-17, Phillies.
What a great ball game between these two teams. Every ball is a battle for both sides. We've seen big hits for the Longhorns. We've seen big hits for the Phillies. And we've seen a little bit of finesse on both sides as well.
Absolutely. There are athletes on both sides of this net, and they are fun to watch.
This seems to be a pretty even matchup. This could just as easily be 22-17 in favor of the Longhorns.
Absolutely.
Had a few balls that couldn't quite get over the net. Service by the Phillies has been outstanding tonight.
You bet. We've seen outstanding games from each and every Longhorn and each and every Cody Philly.
That one's going to be picked up by Abar, set by Sessions. Excuse me. Big hit by May. It's going to be just outside. Arrington.
Just a touch long. From up here, that one looked like it was in, but it wasn't.
Arrington back to serve for the Phillies again.
Looking to serve the game out, just
Sends
2
that
points
one
to go.
A little shorter, set by Schlenker.
Right back to May. Ball is over. Oh, Hinsey in the net.
Longhorns really needed that call. They are down by 5. 2 points to set. Lewis really needs some good serves here.
Absolutely. In a perfect world, Lewis just serves it out.
She sends it to the back row.
Hertel controls, and the ball drops.
Uncharacteristic on the part of the Phillies. They just had a little miscommunication there.
Hinsey got a little tied up with Gee up in the front row and couldn't quite get to that ball.
Lewis sends it to the back row again, picked up by Arrington.
Brasher sends it over, free ball.
Schlenker's going to set it up for May, who hits it, falls on the side of the Phillies. That's going to be a point for the Longhorns. 23-20. Longhorns making an attempt at a run here.
Jade May hit that ball so hard, she drove the Phillies defenders' hands back. The Phillies were there and just couldn't control the strength of May. Free ball. Heiser controls. Schlenker looking for May again.
Looking for the open court. She's going to... Oh! Phillies are at game point right now, 24-20. What a battle between these two teams.
They can't let another one go. Nice play by Roche on that one, too, getting that ball over. Hertel. Sessions pops it up. They get it to May. Hertel. Hinsey. Gee. Ball is up. Schlenker controls.
Sends it to the back row. Lewis
rips it over her head. I'm not sure how she did that, but that was a whale of a hit. Roche. Hinsey. Hinsey looking for Brasher. Ball is up.
May's going to send it back over, trying to find some open court here.
Hinsey again to Hertel.
May.
Oh! May stuffs that one back on her. There's Heiser to Hertel. Hinsey looks to the outside. There's Brasher. Ball's up. And the ball falls.
Phillies are going to win that battle. That was an amazing volley.
Unbelievable game.